Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Here's Chiza Khalid, student of MSc Final Year in Organic Chemistry, Department of Chemistry, University of Karachi. Before I started my presentation, I would like to thank my teachers, Professor Nasreen Fatima, Dr. Shazia Nisa, Dr. Sadaf Iqbal, Dr. Asad Tanoli, who gave us this wonderful opportunity to build up our skills. My presentation topic: grades and quality of laboratory chemicals and reagents and their handling. First, I started with grades and quality of laboratory chemicals and reagents. Almost every laboratory uses chemicals and reagents in one form or another. Knowing what grade to purchase. Chemical and reagents play a critical role in different fields to identify the quality of and quantity of different products. Laboratories and researchers believe to their manufacturer that they know very well about their chemical and reagent grades. Chemical grades: most laboratory chemicals are labeled with a grade which generally indicate the purity of the chemicals. There are many different standards used in grading. Number 1. ACS grades. Alternate name: American Chemical Society. Purity level very high. Standard sets applicable for use in laboratory and analytical application. Number 2. Reagent grade. Alternate name: analytical grade, granted grade, premium grade. Purity level is also very high, like equal to ACS grades, applicable for use in many laboratory and analytical applications like ACS grades. USP grades. Alternate name: United States Pharmacopoeia. Purity level is sufficient, applicable for used in most laboratory purpose. The fourth one is NF grades. Alternate name is National Formulary. Purity level is sufficient, like USP grades. The USP and the NF jointly publish a book of public pharmacopoeial standards for chemical and biological drug substance and so on. The both grades are equivalent to each other. Fifth one is laboratory grade. Alternate name is laboratory reagent and chemically pure CP. Purity level is relatively high but contain impurity unknowns. Sometimes certification needs to be checked if suitable for use in these applications. Product sparks generally available. Applications: excellent for teaching and educational lab, not pure enough for food, drug or medicinal use. Often used for general lab work, where an analytical reagent is not required. Sixth one is purified grade. Alternate name is pure or practical grade. Purity level is not pure enough. Used for any kind of medicine, drugs and for food. Seventh one is technical grade. Alternate name is commercial grade. Purity level contains impurities. Basic products sparks usually available. Sometimes complaints with food grade certification. Application: used in low grade applications and or qualitative testing and industrial purpose. Now, ACS, USP, NF and reagent grade are usually the purest, with laboratory grade being least pure according to general rule of thumb. Since ACS, USP/NF and reagent grade chemicals are supported by a batch specific certificate of analysis, these tends to be higher price, high quality than the lower price. Laboratory purified and technical grade chemicals are often used in least critical analysis and educational labs as the middle tier quality and low prices. For example, lab grades chemicals, because of their low cost and good chemical purity, are used widely in educational applications such as teaching laboratories at both the secondary schools and college level. However, lab grades chemicals would not be appropriate for use in the quality control laboratory of the pharmaceutical and medical device manufacturer. Using a lower purity grade could be a costly mistake if we not get our product. Similarly, using a highly purity grade when not required could result in unnecessary cost. It became even more important to have a complete understanding of the components that your process require. Now move on the second part of my presentation, that is handling of laboratory chemicals and reagent. Careful handling, storing and good laboratory practice in the use of laboratory chemicals will significantly reduce the occurrence of spill. Basic safety. Wear your lab coat to prevent incidental and unexpected chemical exposures to your skin and clothing. Keep the lab coat buttoned at all times. Always wear gloves when handling any toxic or hazardous chemicals. Wear safety goggles for eye protection when working with chemicals. Wearing a face mask will help to prevent from toxic gases. When heating substance in the test tube, always point the mouth of the test tube away from yourself or others. Don't drink or eat while working in the lab. Don't taste and sniff chemical in the laboratory. Now, rule for handling of chemicals and reagents. Select the best chemical available for analytical. Replace the top of every container after removal of reagent and chemicals. Hold the stopper of reagent bottle between your finger. Never return any excess of reagent to the bottle. Never insert the spatula, spoon or knife into a bottle that contains a solid chemicals. Keep the reagent shelf and the laboratory balance neat and clean. Never mouth pipette any chemical or reagent. Always use pipette filler. First, what is toxic chemicals? Toxic chemicals are potassium cyanide, sodium azide, chloroform, mercury, etc. Toxic chemicals can cause serious acute chronic effect even that. So always lock away highly toxic chemicals immediately after use and never leave such chemicals unattended. Second one is flammable liquid. Flammable liquid can cause burn. Flammable liquids are methanol, ethanol, toluene, other alcoholic reagents and indicator, etc. etc. Before opening a bottle of containing flammable liquid, always make sure there is no open flame within 2 meters. If needing to heat a flammable liquid, always use water bath. Display no smoking notice. Third one is oxidizing chemicals. Oxidizing chemicals can cause burn strongly or become explosive. Oxidizing chemicals are hydrogen peroxide and a strong peroxide, nitric acid, perchloric acid, etc. etc. Always handle oxidizing chemicals with care. Besides being fire promoting, most oxidizing substances are dangerous to eye and skin. Fourth one is corrosive chemicals. Corrosive chemicals can cause to destroy living tissues and is also capable of damaging inanimate substance. Corrosive chemicals are phenol, strong acids such as sulfuric acid, nitric acid, potassium hydroxide, etc. etc. Wear suitable protective gloves and a face visor or at least eyeshade when opening corrosive chemicals and when pouring it. Never add water to acid. Always use a strong carrier to transport bottle of corrosive chemical. Fifth one is always read carefully manufacturer instructions regarding the storage and handling the explosive chemicals. Explosive chemicals are azide, picric acid, diethyl ether and other ether. That's all. Thank you.